Hi folks, Pretend Commodore Tony here, reporting in another episode of Sea Shepherd Expose. You see folks, it seems like the leaks that are taking place within Sea Shepherd are not only on their rust bucket garbage scows, but within the people themselves. People within the organization are now speaking up. Even those who have worked directly with the fugitive himself are now speaking up about the abuses taking place because Sea Shepherd has now sprung a big leak. The year is in our Lord 2009. And the movie hits theaters throughout the world known as The Cove. That's it, kids, The Cove. And in this cove, reportedly to report the abuses of dolphins in Taiji, Japan, with all its blood and gore right there on the big silver screen for you to see. And it was probably a horrific scene for many to look at, much like if they were to do the same thing at a Texas slaughterhouse. But instead they decided to pick on Taiji, Japan with this movie. And as a result, Sea Shepherd, not to let an opportunity pass by, rushed right in to exploit the aftermath of the movie. That's it, kids. Why, this was a cash cow. Or should we say, this was a cash dolphin for them. To make money for the coffers in Sea Shepherd. Because remember, folks, they are not about saving the whales or the dolphins. They're all about saving the money, your money, in their pockets. That's what that's about. And to support their lofty lifestyle. So, now here's what happens. So 2010, they decided, Sea Shepherd, to exploit it for their favor, for money. There's a gentleman who was a long-time volunteer, he was a coordinator for Sea Shepherd in Brisbane, Australia. Now let me explain a little background here. When you volunteer with Sea Shepherd, you don't go directly onto the vessel. Most folks volunteer onshore activities. And they do this, some of them, for years, just waiting for the fugitive cult leader to anoint them, to select them, to serve on one of those vessels. Why, we all want to serve in those vessels, to battle those evil Japanese. That's what we want to do. And they get to play like children. They get to pretend that they're pirates. See? So they look forward to it. The movie comes out. Mr. Dalton is taken aback by that movie because of his feelings for the dolphins. So he leads a crew at his own expense to go into Taiji to do some further investigation. The point comes now where he's about to be anointed by the cult leader to serve on one of those rust bucket garbage scows. This is something many of the volunteers just look and wait for their day. And this was his day now. He finally was getting his ultimate reward for years of volunteering on land for this organization. Well, his sympathies went more towards the dolphins. So he decided he was going to do the Taiji route instead of the reward on serving on one of the vessels. About the same time, an anonymous donator donates $20,000 to Sea Shepherd for the Taiji campaign. Well, the fugitive leader takes the $20,000, does not put it towards the Taiji campaign. He puts it towards the Southern Ocean anti-whaling campaign. Mr. Michael Dalton thought this was inappropriate, as most of us would accuse it as being a misappropriation of funds. The money was donated specifically for the dolphin campaign in Taiji, but instead it was diverted to another campaign. So when Mr. Dalton expressed his displeasure about this misappropriation of funds to the cult leader, guess who was thrown overboard? Man overboard! Yeah! Poor old Mr. Michael Dalton. no longer with the Sea Shepherd organization because he dared to question the cult leader and his misappropriation of $20,000. So Mr. Dalton, I am told, currently lives somewhere in the Taiji area, and he started an organization, the Eyes on Taiji, something to that effect. Wait a minute! So now, Mr. Dalton is now not part of Sea Shepherd. The Sea Shepherd organization, he's heading towards Taiji. So now the person that was placed in charge of the Taiji campaign for Sea Shepherd was a person by the name of Scott West. What Mr. West does, he notifies the police in Taiji he snitched. That's what he did. He snitched to the police that Michael Dalton was on his way to try to seek a diplomatic solution to what was taking place in Taiji. Now, listen to me. This is unconfirmed, this report that was relayed to me by someone's within Sea Shepherd organization. But to those members of Sea Shepherd who have come forward so far to reveal this information to me, I have to say to you, thank you very much. Or as we say in Japan, domo arigato gozaimasu. That's it, kids. And I would urge others to come forward. You see, folks? You need to cleanse your organization from the filth that has risen to the top, so you can get back to your original mission, which was to save. Not to save other people's money for your own grandizement, but to save the creatures of the sea. So come forward. Confidentiality will be maintained. All right, folks. Once again, pretend Commodore Tony. Look forward to future episodes because I have a wealth of information to share with you. All right, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.
Ha 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 ha!